In this screencast, I'm going to show you how the new media field works within the card page. So this is going to replace what we used the content type documents. So underneath content and content, we were adding document, and then we would go into our card page and then link to the document. For example, we have this PDF version. This is just a demo. Click on it. And then this is a document page, and we would have an attachment. Click on that, then it would get you to the PDF. And we wanted to replace that whole extra step, and also with the upgrade of Drupal 8.4, we now have the media module enabled, and that gives you an added layer of management for all of your digital assets, your files. We wanted to utilize that, and now we have. We have the media module enabled and set up for your cards, and we no longer need to create a document to attach. We're actually adding the file directly here in our card within the card page, and I'll show you how that all works. But I haven't changed any of the document. I haven't removed the document content type, haven't touched any of the existing content. So it all is still on your site, living there. And now you can replace or kind of migrate the content you've already added and then start adding the content that still needs to be added in this way. But let me show you how it all works. So we want to click edit on a card page that you want to make a change to, and find a card that you want to add a file to. So let's edit this card and scroll down. We still have our title description and our image card reference and our links, but now instead of using links for documents or files, this can still be used for example, if you wanted to use a link or add a link to an external site, or if you want to link to an external site's file, you can still do that here, but all the actual files of your site will be added this way. So if you scroll down, we have a new files section, and how you add it, there's two different ways. We can add a new file or an existing file. And so I'm going to click add new, and let's give it a name. So new test file, and just upload a file. So let's grab this one. So this one has spaces. Okay. So this is our test file. And if we wanted to, we could add a revision log message. This can be completely ignored. But let's add that file, update the card, and save. So it's kind of the same sequence of steps when you're adding an image, but now we're adding a file. So now we have our new file, and it's right below. So we have, in order it goes, your image, the images, and then we have the links, and we have the files. And they're not combined in one list. So the collapsing functionality still is intact for the links, and I also added it to the list here of fields. So if we have over 9 files, that would include another view more collapsing functionality there. So we only have one, so we're not going to see it, but let's add, or let's make a change. If we wanted to, we could go again, click edit, edit that card, and scroll down. If we wanted to, we could rename this, or we could remove that PDF and replace it with a different PDF. But I want to show you something like a kind of a different method of adding files that's a little bit faster, but it does include an extra step. But let me show you how to get there. We want to go to content, and then underneath content, we have a media tab now. Now we do have one piece of media, so a file, and that link is here. And if I wanted to make a change and have it affected everywhere that it's referenced, I can do that here as well. So let's say you had this link on a couple different card pages and you didn't want to go to each individual one and make that change. You could do that here. So you could click edit, rename it. So and I could also remove this PDF and change it with a different PDF. For example, if a new version of your rules and guidelines comes out, you don't have to create another reference or another file. You can update the rules and guidelines file. And I'm going to click save, and I'll show you how this works. So if we go back to the page, now you can see it's been updated. And if I had this link on any other card pages, it'd be updated there as well, which is really cool. Now, if I wanted to add a bunch of files, I'll show you how that's done. We can use the upload media in bulk functionality. And off screen, I'm selecting 3 files, and I'm going to drag and drop them here. And just click submit. And you could do a ton of files. I don't know what the limitations are, but you do like 10 or 20 or 50, as long as the files aren't incredibly large, like incredibly heavy PDFs. You can drag and drop them here and add them in bulk. So getting back to the media page, we need to click content, media, and then we'll see all of the files that we've uploaded in bulk. So we have um, 3 that we've added, and the thing is, when we uploaded them, it used the file name as the name of the file of the referenced media. So what that means is, if I click edit, here's the file name and here's the name that it's actually using. So it skipped a step of having you rename it. It just automatically added a name. And to put a better name in here, you can click, like what we've done, click edit and rename it here, or we can do it when we're adding it in, on the actual card. So let's say we've added a ton of files in the bulk upload, and now we want to add it to a card. So we can't do that here. We'd have to go back to the card and click edit and scroll down, go to the card that we want to edit and add those files to. Now we can click add existing and select entities. And this is going to give you a little browser window of the files. And I'm going to just click on the ones that I want to add. I guess I already have that one. And if you had like 500, you can search the name so you can quickly find them that way, or just scroll. So I'm going to select those entities or files. Now they've been added, but the name here that they've used is kind of funky. So I'm just going to quickly click edit and fix this. At least it gave me a name to start with, just automatically using that file. And obviously that's not going to work. Clean that up, hit update, and then we have one more that we just need to add spaces to. Okay, and update media, update card, and hit save. Now we have 4 new added files, and it would go directly to the PDF. One thing I haven't added, so when you click on it, it goes directly to the PDF, which is great, but we kind of don't want them to leave the page. We want to add that in a new tab. So I'll add that functionality later, but at least now you don't have to go do this experience where the user goes to the page and then has to click the PDF and it has this pointless page kind of like in between. We've completely eliminated that. We have the bulk upload. We have all of your files kind of centralized, and you can make universal changes on this media page, and everything's centralized and has this media kind of like browser window. And with the bulk upload, that's great, but you do need to add or rename them. But we've really simplified adding the whole file process, and not you don't have to add a document page and then link to that document page. So hopefully you like how this is all set up, but let me know if you have any questions, and look forward to getting some feedback on how this is all set up. Thanks for watching.